Hey y'all, and welcome to episode 115 of the Crazy Sock Lady podcast. My name is Kay, and this is my YouTube channel where I share all about my knitting and crocheting adventures. Today is Wednesday, August 26th, and I have a lot to share with you today. So I have a finished object that I cannot wait to show you. I have a couple of works in progress. We have a giveaway winner to announce from last episode and a new giveaway to announce for this episode. So let's get started. In the Ravelry group, we have 2 knit-alongs that are going on right now. And I should mention that you can find links to everywhere that you can find me, as well as show notes for this episode, links to project pages, the Ravelry group, shops that I talk about. All of that is going to be in the description box right below this video. So in the Ravelry group, we have 2 knit-alongs going on right now. One is the Summer Sock Camp for 2020. This one is getting ready to come to a close. I'm so sad that it's getting ready to come to a close. It ends on August 31st, so make sure that you have your finished objects entered into the appropriate threads before the end of the knit-along to be eligible to win prizes. We have so many good prizes for this one. I cannot wait to get all those prizes out to their winners. Then we also have the Stash Busters Cal. This is a year-long knit-along that I am co-hosting with Julie from Twin Stitches Designs podcast. It's basically use your stash. There are rules, ways to earn extra entries, and all of the details can be found in the Ravelry group, which will be linked below. And I wanted to let everyone know for the Rainbow Connection sock knit-along that ended the end of July, I believe. I have contacted all of the winners via Ravelry, so make sure to check your Ravelry messages if you entered a finished object into that knit-along to see if you want a prize. I thought I would go ahead and jump in with finished objects first, and we will chat about giveaways and giveaway winners here in just a bit, but I have a finished object that I can't wait to show you. I finished my Beekeeper cardigan. It's done. It's completely blocked. It is perfect. I will try it on for you so you can see what it looks like. It turned out, so I did the size small, and I'll go over pattern details and yarn and all of that in a moment, but I did the size small. I wanted a slightly more fitted and for it to be open in the front, and it is perfect, just how I wanted it to fit. The sleeves are the perfect length, just how I wanted. It blocked out in the back perfectly. I could not be happier with how this came out. I love it. Now to just find some cooler weather to be able to wear it in. This is the Beekeeper Cardigan by Greene, who is also known as Olive Knits. And the yarn that I use is Utopia Yarns. I believe it's their BFF BFL base. Everything's on the project page for sure. And Garnet is the colorway. Almost forgot the name of the colorway. So Garnet is the colorway. Let me give you a close-up of that stitch pattern. So pretty. I love it so much. Oh my goodness. I really can't get over how much I love it, and I wish that it was cooler outside so that I could wear it. I did follow the pattern exactly for the size small. It was so much fun to knit. I will say I didn't like that sometimes there was a little bit of guesswork in the pattern. It wasn't like do X amount of repeats of the pattern. When you got to certain portions after you split for the sleeves, on the sleeves and then on the body as well, it was just kind of like fit these in as you can. So I didn't really like that part. I wish that it all would have been done for me, and it would have told me for my size, do X amount of repeats, they will fit around, or you know, you're gonna do this amount of repeats and have this many extra stitches and just purl those. Like, I do just wish that part would have been completely written out, but it was a great pattern, and I enjoyed the knit, and I absolutely adore the finished object. So, and I just didn't like the guesswork because you did end up with some spots where there, you probably can't see that, where there were no little bee stitches. And you can always, she does tell you how to go back in and add them later, but again, I just wish all of that would have been done for me, and I don't want to have to go back in and add any little bees later. I won't. I don't think you can. You'd have to be looking super close at the arm or right in this area where the, you know, those particular things happened, you would have to be like hardcore looking to find them. And if anyone's looking that close at my sweater, they need to back up. So I'm overall very pleased with the finished object. I am taking it off because, oh my gosh, it's so hot in here. I have the air on because I'm not turning that off again, but it's still pretty warm with a sweater on for this time of year. So that's my finished object. Super pleased with how it came out. Cannot wait to be able to wear it more. Now works in progress. I have two. The first one I have in, actually both of them are in a bag from Sandy by the Lakeside. Here's the first bag. These are my August Desert Vista Dye Works socks, and they just need heels. So I do the year-long Desert Vista Dye Works knit along. This is my 3rd year doing it. And basically you just knit a pair of socks out of her yarn, 1 pair a month. You do it all year and you get, there's like extra little things you can earn along the way, coupon codes, a skein of yarn at the end if you do all the months. Definitely, I've had people ask me lately, you know, what is the knit along? How does it work? Definitely head over to Desert Vista Dye Works Ravelry group. There's thread in there. It'll give you all of the details for how you do the year-long knit along. So for this month, I decided on the Donuts colorway. Very bright, fun colorway. They are completely done other than the heels. You can see on the back there where those progress keepers are on both socks. That's where I have marked for my afterthought heel. I like to do an afterthought heel with self-striping yarn. It doesn't break your stripes up any. They're super easy and fun to throw in. I actually have a tutorial here on YouTube that I will link below that shows you how I do my afterthought heel, how I measure for the placement and all of that. I will have the heels done within the next couple of days. Shouldn't be an issue with that. I'm just going to use the self-striping yarn that I have left from this skein, and I'll just wind it off to get to the point that I'm at on both the socks. So for this one, I'll probably do it in this turquoisey blue section. I'll wind off till I get to the start of the blue, and then that's what I'll start knitting with when I cut them for the heel. And that's fun because then it'll just match right up with that. But if you use the self-striping for an afterthought heel, it kind of creates this bullseye effect, and it just looks super cute. Okay, that's the first finished object. Oh, I knit these. I didn't even say that. I am gonna apologize if I am a little scatterbrained today. We've had a bit of a, I don't even know what the word is, day today. It's been a little crazy around here, a little just like my brain has been elsewhere, and it's already 1:30 and I never do a podcast this late, but I've just been all over the place today. Hopefully I'll be able to share why next week. There are some super exciting things coming. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to share more details on that next week. I'm waiting till we have all of the details before I share, but hopefully next week. A little bit of a tease, a little something to look forward to. So I knit these up on US 1 2.25 millimeter needles. I used my Collage Square DPNs, and I did 64 stitches. Okay, my second work in progress is in another bag by Sandy. And I started another sweater. So I showed you guys this last week. Shouldn't be too much of a surprise. But I started the Anchors cowl, and I'm doing, there's an informal knit along, the Anchors knit along in the Ravelry group if you are interested in kind of like an informal, just chat about what you're working on, knit along. But then I'm also doing this for Natalie of Knitty Natty's fall garment make along, and I will link Natalie's information down below. So I started my Anchors. Here is my progress so far. I love the ribbed detail in this. I think it is so pretty. I loved Lily's so much, and I'm loving this one just as much. It has been such a joy to knit so far. The yarn that I'm using is Miss Babs. I think it's the Kira base. It is our heavy fingering base, and the color is Black Watch. I think last week I said Black Water. It is Black Watch. Such a gorgeous color. So for this sweater, I'm doing the size medium, and I'm hoping it is going to fit. Not gonna lie, I feel like it's looking a little small, but it's also pretty bunched up on a 32 inch. I think this is a 32 inch. I don't know, but it's pretty bunched up on there, which I kind of like when I'm knitting. I feel like it makes things go a little faster, but I'm hoping a size medium is gonna fit. I'm gonna try it on once I split for the sleeves, and we'll go from there. I feel like that's the best time to try it on when you're doing a top down. You split for the sleeves, and then you can just put it on and see how that top portion is fitting. So I think it'll be good. I'm using my Likey interchangeable needles. And like I said, thoroughly enjoying it. I've just been doing 30 minutes of knitting every morning on this. There were a couple of days, I think Saturday, Sunday, I don't know, that I did longer than 30 minutes because I just could not put it down. But typically this will be my morning knitting when I sit down to have my coffee and get just 30 minutes of knitting. The anchors pattern, I don't believe that I said, but the anchors pattern is by Petite Knit. And all the details for that will be found over on my project page on Ravelry. So that is it for finished objects. That's it for the knitting pretty much. We still have some giveaway winners to announce, but I wanted to share with you a couple of items that I ordered. So I had talked to y'all about Slice products before. I have some scissors from them. They sent me a seam ripper to try out, and I liked them so much that I went on and bought a couple more items from them. So the first one that I bought is their manual mini cutter, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to use it for, but it was super cute. It is just super adorable. This teensy tiny little cutter. The blade, let's see, how can I hold that? There we go. Comes out the top. Slice, they are ceramic blades. They're not stainless steel or metal or anything like that. They are ceramic, goodness, blades. So I ordered that, and then I also ordered their self-opening scissors. And that's what these look like. They have a cap on the top. I have put these beside my knitting chair in a little basket that I have there, and I've just been using these to snip ends off or anything like that. So yeah, I love these. And then you could even put it on a project bag or something. I don't know, I just think it's super cute. So I ordered 2 of these. That's the only thing I've gotten in the mail. So I will put a link down below for Slice if you guys are interested in heading over and checking out everything that they offer. They have a ton of different types of scissors, little cutters, box cutters, seam rippers, you name it, they probably have it if it comes to something that you cut something with. So head over and check them out if you are interested. So now we have a giveaway winner to announce. The last episode I announced a giveaway for the Clark and Elle fall minis for the set where you open 1 a week. And I went through, did random number generator for all of the comments that were for that giveaway. And the winner is Nicole Inzinger. So congratulations, Nicole. If you would just get in touch with me at crazysockladypodcast@gmail.com and give me your mailing information, I can get that sent over to Clark and Elle, and they can get those minis sent out to you. This episode, we are finally going to do the giveaway for the embroidery or cross stitch bag. And it does have the little needle book in there. So for this one, just comment down below to be entered and tell me, what is something that you are thankful for right now? Anything. What's something you're thankful for? Right now, I am thankful for a couple of things that I can't share until next week, but I'm also thankful for the fact that there is a basketball tournament this weekend for Austin. It's going to be different, completely different. It's a lot smaller than they normally are. There are going to be a lot of restrictions just with everything going on in the world right now. I think that's to be expected. A lot of restrictions, totally different, I think, but it will feel like some sense of normalcy. We have so missed basketball tournaments, so missed getting to see him play. So I'm very excited. This is his first tournament with his new team that he joined. It's gonna be a lot of fun to see how these boys play together. They've been practicing hard and I can't wait to see it. Yeah, I thought about vlogging this weekend. So let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing a weekend vlog for this upcoming weekend. I don't know what else we'll be getting up to other than basketball. Probably some stuff that needs done around the house, but that'll probably be about it. Basketball and house stuff. And knitting, of course, because with a basketball tournament, there is always a lot of vanilla sock knitting. So I'm gonna have to go through my whips and see what I have that will work for basketball knitting, for in the car knitting on the way to the tournament and back. Yeah, I'm excited to get back to that because I've missed that knitting time a lot. This past weekend, I took Wyatt shopping. The weekend before, if you remember, I took Austin. So this past weekend, it was Wyatt's turn. He needed some stuff as well. So we got some new shoes, some new clothes. We had a fun time. It was just him and I. So it was great to just spend the day with him. And we grabbed lunch and yeah, it was a really good day. It was a lot of fun to get to have that time with him. The boys are still remote learning with their school and it's actually been a bit difficult this week. It's been a bit of a rough week with all of that. So yeah, it's just been a bit tough. There's been quite a few tears and it's been a hard week when it comes to schoolwork and all of that. It's been a bit challenging. Trying to always look for the positives though. I just had that talk with Austin today actually. Always look for the positives. Always try to stay positive in your life, especially if things are feeling a little hard. Always look for those positives because they're always there. So I think we're all trying to do that this week when it comes to remote learning. Really look for the positives. Find those positives, cling to those positives, and it can completely change your outlook and shift everything. I think that's it for today. I hope that y'all can do that y'all can do the same thing that I'm teaching my boys this week through our tough week with virtual learning, to always look for the positives. There will always be hardships, there will always be negative things, but always look for those positive things and build off of that. So try to find the positive, find something to be thankful for, always be kind, and I will see you guys again soon. Until then, happy knitting. Bye.